Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Buckeyes of all ages, you are now tuning into the Boomcast. Introducing first, it's your host, NFL vet, Buckeye legend, Daniel Boom Herron. Accompanying him is the Boom Squad. First up, from the presidential penthouse, we got former coal miner, fitness industry expert, Mr. Corey Gregory. Over here at the Tyler Sports Zone, we have Athens' very own Tyler Treadway. Then we got Philo's very own Mr. Tyler C. Lever. And then, of course, here's the doghouse. I'm the graphic gangster Cole Susak. To my right is the king of Web3 Trayvon the Air. And you are now tuning in to the Boomcast. The Boomcast is brought to you by Max for Muscle and Sam Adams Beer. Let's go to the show.
All right, welcome back to the Boomcast. Ohio State won 63-10.
Dogs.
All right, we got to try it again. Ohio State won 63-10.
Dogs.
All right, let me hit you with some stats real quick. We got Kyle McCord, 19 of 23 for 318 and 3 touchdowns.
Dog.
Yeah. We got Marvin Harrison Jr., 5 receptions, 126 for an average of 25.2 yards and 1 TD.
Dog.
I like that boom. I like that energy. And we got Travion Henderson, 13 carries, 88 yards, 6.8 yards average, and 2 touchdowns.
Dog.
A little bit better game. What do you think, Boom?
Well, I think that was a good win for us. Obviously, I thought that we needed to play very well this week, knowing what we have coming up against us this weekend, coming up against Notre Dame. Just to have some confidence going in there, and just to put some good stuff on film, to put some pressure on, the Irish. We know, Coach Freeman's gonna do his job of having those boys ready to go. So we got to make sure Ryan Day has our guys ready to go in there and get the win.
All right. Cole, you were at the tailgate because I saw you there.
Yep.
Boom, saw you there too.
Yeah.
Talk about the feeling of the tailgate and then game day in general. Felt a little bit more
absolutely.
intense.
So if you watched us on Bleach Report, shout out Bleach Report for having us on. But I was saying, I was deep in the heart of Buckeye Nation, tailgating, drinking some high noons, really enjoying campus. And, the first 2 weeks of the season, you would have thought that Buckeye Nation is in shambles, that they think this team is the worst team of all time. They're so worried. They're so distraught about what's happening on the football field. But the vibes were high. There was absolutely no worries going on, and I think this game played out exactly what I thought Ryan Day's been doing with this team was, let's put these new guys in tough situations to see if they can get used to them winning games on the road, like against Indiana, keeping it so close. In this game, he let Kyle McCord, who now is the starting quarterback, he wasn't fighting for it, he's the starting quarterback, let him do his thing, command the offense, step up as a leader, and Ryan Day opened the playbook just a little bit more. You saw him go a little bit more deep balls. You saw him let McCord open up. You saw Marvin Harrison get the ball like we used to. Like I'm saying, the first game, there's no way that they couldn't get Marvin Harrison and Ibuka more catches.
It's true.
35 yards, that's on purpose, I think. So this was a great confidence boost for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to think that he would scale it back on purpose and then let it up a little bit, and then hopefully what the first peak would be this weekend coming up. Yeah. But, that's exactly what it looked like. And to your point, we still started a little slow for me. Yeah. I honestly thought, the feeling in the stadium in the first quarter was similar to Youngstown a little bit.
Flat a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit flat.
Yeah.
And then you blink, and it's fucking, we got 35 points. You know what I mean? So I think that definitely is what – and then everyone started to get excited. Oh, wait, it is in there. You know what I mean? And so I think – all the main guys got more carries, more responsibility. We saw them execute. Buckeye Nation feels better about it. I'm not overly we're going to really kill Notre Dame, but we definitely are going to compete, and I still believe win.
Yeah, I do feel good about the upcoming game. No disrespect to Notre Dame, but Notre Dame is Notre Dame. They are who they are, so we just got to treat them how they, who they are.
Yeah, okay. Slap them around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that stuck out for me was we've been saying Ohio State needs to do better on third down, both offensively and defensively. The defense held them to 3 and 15 on third downs. So, that's pretty good for the defense. honestly, like we talk about the DNs, and I'll bring this up again, but we talk about the DNs not getting pressure, but then they post that they're grading out in the high 90s.
Who posted
But
this?
who's
though?
great?
Ohio State and PFF College graded out JT and Jack Sawyer at a 93% like passing
What's that
rush
based
grade.
on?
We don't care about the grade.
You know, but you,
We
yeah,
care
you know
about
what I
the
mean?
grade. We
But I
actually
don't
do.
see any sacks.
We do. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have one. And my
Do
question,
we have any this year? We have like one.
yeah, but they're coming from like the
D
inside.
tackles.
They're coming from the D
Or, like,
tackles, not the
linebackers.
ends.
Yeah.
Now, is that like scheme related? I don't know, but we got to get those guys.
There's no
in.
way.
More pressure.
I just think maybe we just don't got the same level guys we had before.
And I was thinking like maybe it might be the scheme of
Maybe
the
it is the scheme.
defense.
Because-
but then it's like we're running a 4-3. I mean that's
Yeah, I mean our linebackers are eating. Tommy Eichenberg had 10 tackles. Still
Yeah.
Chambers had 8.
Yeah.
So those
I
guys are
fuck
doing
with Still
good, but
Chambers.
like
Still had an
Yeah.
interception too.
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
yeah.
Like Jack Sawyer had 7 quarterback pressures and JT has 6 quarterback pressures.
Is
on
it
the year.
maybe just the style of offenses that we've faced so far?
At this, I don't
They're
You
going
know
to
what
throw
I'm saying?
everything
I don't
at
know,
you.
but at
Yeah.
the same time, the stats.
But
that
shouldn't
we're
we
saying,
have sacks versus Western Kentucky,
s-
no matter what motherfucking
You're
offense they're
supposed to
running?
grade high against Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to have a big game. So for them to post that and make it seem like that's like a big deal. I mean, yeah, obviously it's good, but that's our expectations.
Yeah.
What's your grade, Cole?
Overall defensively
Just on the ends.
on the I think the D line they're playing at like I would give it like a C, a straight C,
So is that 69%?
close to it. Yeah, about 69.
Sounds about right.
But they got to play at a fucking A level this week
Oh.
against Ohio or against Notre Dame's offensive line.
Do you think that you mentioned they should have had sacks against Western Kentucky no matter what kind of offense they're running? You think they're just playing to their level of competition right now? Is that what it is?
Ooh.
I think it's scheme.
dude.
I think it's scheme related. I don't know why.
But did
What
Chase
else it
Young
would
have
be?
that? Did
I've never seen a
fucking-
team scheme not to get sacks. That's crazy.
No, true.
I don't think they're not scheming to not get sacks. I just think that
They just ain't getting sacks.
to your point of saying, are they just playing down to their competition level? I think I said something about this after the game where I think Ohio State we will see another level that we haven't seen this year come out. I
Yeah.
hope at least.
They're going to have to.
Where you're gonna see some guys step up that you might not see in the first 3 games. Make some plays. If we get a couple sacks, this game, all this talk will just go
Yeah.
out the window. So
But
hopefully that's what happens.
The playing up or down to your level, I mean, that's a real thing because I know, like, when I go play golf with somebody that got game, I play better.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If I lift with somebody that's stronger, I usually lift better. So I think that's like it's easy to say, oh, they're playing down, but it's easy to do or play up, right? So I think that's like maybe just a human nature, especially when you're like, these guys,
that's like this is non kind of football related. I mean, it's football related, but that's like if you're having a meeting with just a regular blow Joe, and you might just wear whatever. But if you're having a meeting with Coach Tressel,
you playing up to your competition, you bringing it together.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. You gonna
Hey.
come
True.
You're gonna come tight.
Yeah.
Trayvon, I haven't heard from you yet. What you got, buddy?
Man, so I think Ohio State covers the -3.5 spread easy this weekend against.
I like how you
Notre
go
Dame.
straight to betting.
Hey, that's the best. That's
Please,
the best way to
please.
go around. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they're a -3.5 spread. So I mean the books are saying that's going to be a relatively close game. But I think Ohio State has been playing down, and I think that to Cole's point too, that they're going to continue to bring out more of the playbook.
Yes.
Like they're going to put together some more stuff on the defense, and I think Ohio State is honestly going to like whoop some Notre Dame ass.
So you're going Ohio State money line
Spread
or spread?
Or
All
the
right,
spread, yeah.
then the difference
That's even
is
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's even better.
'Cause
Okay.
it's -3.
Sorry, Danny.
Go fuck
I've
yourself.
heard it my whole life, so
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, I think I said the same thing. Like I just feel like we're gonna see a different team, and I do feel like like no disrespect to Notre Dame, but we're supposed to beat Notre Dame.
That's almost like when you say, "I'm not trying to be a dick," but you're really trying. But what you're gonna say next is still being a dick.
I mean, you call it what you want to call it.
I'm just fucking with you,
I'm
bro.
just saying that the expectations are what they are, you know. And I just feel like we're supposed to beat Notre Dame when we play
Facts.
them. You know, that's just they have a great history. They have, you know, great coach, great players. But we just it's just kind of like we're supposed to beat Michigan. You know.
Yeah.
We supposed to win through the Big Ten. We're supposed to go to the national championship. When you play Notre Dame, you're supposed to beat Notre Dame. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry.
Danny, when's the last time Notre Dame's beat Ohio State? Come on.
I don't know. What?
I don't know. Not since I've been
thought you were
alive.
listening.
There you go.
I've been alive
Not
since
since I've been
'97,
alive.
so I've never seen him
I
win.
would say I don't think I remember.
But all right, so
Small arms.
small arms. Small arms is the Notre Dame guy. We got him on the podcast.
Did you just call
What-
that small arms?
yeah,
Yeah, small arms
It's Danny
Danny.
Small arms.
Yeah, just like Notre Dame, they all got small arms. Danny, do you feel confident
Well,
in
he's
your
got kind of big arms, even though he doesn't.
Dan-
I know.
Danny,
That's
where's
why-
your- where's
that's
your-
why I was kinda
Yeah,
confused.
yeah.
Where's your confidence level at in this game against the Buckeyes compared to pass? And does it have anything to do with that your quarterback's like 35 years old?
35. He does have that flow though. This is probably the most confident out of any of the other games that I've felt so far. So
So
and
is your, hold on, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. So is your confidence?
But he cuts you off.
Yeah, I did cut you off because I want to stop you before you get going. So is your confidence very high because of the way that we've played, or is it or is it because of how Notre Dame played?
it's a combination.
See, that's where you might mess up at.
So as far as like the
Mm-hmm.
the poise that like Sam Hartman's showing and like in the pocket and everything, like I feel like
Poise
that
in the
hasn't
pocket.
been there in like years. You know,
Yeah.
they've kind of had shitty quarterbacks. I mean, they've had no CJ Stroud or fucking
Yeah.
JT Barrett or I mean, you guys have had the laundry list of amazing quarterbacks for what
Yeah.
15 years now or something.
Close to it.
Yeah, so like
Something
Notre Dame
like
just
that.
hasn't had anything like that. The closest thing they've had is what like
Ian Book.
we've had like Ian Book, Jimmy Clausen,
Oh, shout out Jimmy.
hey,
I forgot about
Brady
Jimmy.
Quinn.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Brady.
Notre Dame hasn't beat Ohio State since
the 60s
1969.
Lou Holtz?
1936.
Oh.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
Damn!
How many
They
times
wear
have they played
helmets
though?
Damn! That's a long fucking
Well,
time.
they played
though.
in 2006 in the Fiesta
that was
Bowl.
the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
And then what, Eddie
2013?
George, and then what? I don't know.
Like 20, wasn't it 2013 or something?
Bruh.
When Manti Te'o was there.
What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
record? What's the all-time record?
I'm looking right now.
Oh.
We beat them 21-10 last year. We're 5 wins, 0 losses. Home record 2-0. Yeah, we've won them all.
So we played him 5 times.
So
Solid.
besides obviously, because Hartman, I saw the stat at the beginning of the year. They said he had like 3,400 snaps in his college career. So the dude's been living in college for like 10 years basically, and
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
That he's had like more. He had like double the amount of snaps than any Notre Dame quarterback in like literally the past 10 years, basically. So you got that experience, but
Yeah.
where else? Like how good is this offensive line? Like really,
The offensive what?
the offensive line.
I honestly had questions going in because I didn't know a single wide receiver going into it.
Mm.
The one guy I knew was from my high school, and he transferred to Ohio State.
No shit.
Who's that?
Styles,
Yeah.
Lorenzo Styles. Actually, his brother is already at Ohio State.
Both of them
Um,
there.
But there's been some guys that have like kind of stepped up. I mean, they had to fill a huge. I mean, their best tight end in Notre Dame history left.
That dude was legit.
Michael Mayer. He's in the Raiders now.
Yeah.
But so like, there's been 2 guys. I think his last name Stays or something like that. He had a pretty big game last week. But I mean, it's just the first couple of games are all these tune-up games, so it's like kind of hard to kind of gauge anything because they always play down.
It was
You know?
14-7 at halftime against Central Michigan last week.
Yeah, it was
And Central Michigan is dog water.
Yeah, they're
That's
hot dog water.
That's
actually.
also one thing about the Buckeyes. Buckeyes chose the best fucking week possible to look like they're an amazing team.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh.
Like to really show that they're
Yeah.
dominant. They chose the best week because everyone else in college football was struggling.
That's true.
If Buckeyes would
Yeah.
have performed like even half of those other teams that are ranked in the top 10 or more, I mean, Texas was what, to 10 at halftime?
Yeah.
Alabama.
Michigan again, yeah, Alabama. Georgia was down at
Yeah.
halftime.
Georgia's down too.
You know,
14-7 or something.
Michigan was up by what, a point? 3 points at halftime?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did pick a good
So
pick today. You're right,
so
Cole.
like
That's fair.
Notre Dame's probably still thinking like, oh man, with that what was the score again at halftime?
Would you say 14 to 10?
First of all, that is not surprising to me at all.
14
Like
to 7,
nothing
14 to
surprises me about Notre Dame at this point because you're pretty much gonna have a heart attack every game, no matter if it's fucking Tulsa or USC. So it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
anymore.
Danny, you
Because-
just got to pray more.
Because I think
Damn.
we should be going to this game. That would have been the
True.
move.
Yeah,
Next year.
because
Next year.
Ohio State put up 42 before halftime or 41 or whatever.
Crazy.
That was a huge confidence boost because if this game final score would have been 35-10, I think we're all having a different different feeling about this entire game. But now this gives us, our chest up a little bit higher.
They flexed like they needed to.
Yep.
For sure. I just would like to see the defense make more, I don't know, convincing bigger plays. Obviously, we did have a couple picks, so that was
I'm about
good.
to say, it was great to see them get some turnovers.
Yeah.
I think we had, like I said, 2 touchdowns on the defense side, 1 pick six, 1 scoop and score. So, I mean, that's always good. Once we can get the defensive line to give us a lot more, and then I think we'd be good, which is I just honestly feel like we're going to get it this week, even though Notre Dame has a great offensive line, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this would be like a great game for them to show up and like, okay, we
Be a
talk
good game for
all-
our
Yeah.
offensive line to show up.
100%.
Another key change too that they've had is one of their core running backs from last year. He converted to wide receiver, so he kind of filled that role, and he's like a punt returner and stuff like that. So, Chris,
How's the Notre Dame defense like? Do you think
that's one thing I don't really know.
Do you
much
think
about.
they can stop Marvin Harrison?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think
That's
anybody-
all.
I don't
the
think-
run- in the running
Who
back.
can-
I don't
can-
think
college-
Sauce
college
Gardner
football.
can stop Marvin Harrison.
Oh, shit.
But from what I've heard is that Notre Dame has this All-American corner.
No.
Yeah, number
there's
20.
yeah,
Not this
there-
week.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Not this week.
Like he's out or he's
No, I'm just
or
saying he ain't
he's
gonna
not going
be.
to show
He's
up?
looking All-American everywhere else except
Gotcha.
for against Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
Well, he's
that's what
obviously
I
going to be put
mean.
on him, but yeah, I don't know. I mean,
So how do you think Notre Dame, if they can win, how do you think they're going to win this game? Like where do you think they're going to win?
They get a score on every drive.
I mean, I don't know about every drive, but if Sam Hartman has to play fucking lights out, and they have to be able to run the ball,
He
I'm
has
about
to
to
be in the
say-
Heisman
100%.
conversation. He plays so well.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
for sure.
Legit, that was what it's going to take.
I feel like whoever is more physical at the line of scrimmage of this game wins this game easily.
Their running
got to
back-
be. Is this like a air it out, urban type of thing, or is this like return it back?
I think
Fucking Travion
I
gets
think
200.
I think
Like
this
what
and
is it?
how I would like to see it.
Yeah.
I would like to
Talk
see
to
it
me, Boom.
be old school
Same.
downhill. First 8 plays a game, we running the ball, and then maybe a play action, and you see
Yeah.
a deep ball.
I
You know
agree
what I'm
with
saying? Like that's what I want to see. But we know
I think we're going to find out if the O-line shows up and they can handle Notre Dame's front linemen in the first 3 plays.
yeah.
I think we'll see if
And
they
that's
can keep running.
and I feel that's why we need to run the ball and honestly, I would start Chip this game and
Really?
just let
Mess with him?
and let him go.
Let him. Well, you want to set the standards. So first play of the game, I would just give it like a nice power,
Dude, he's like a nice physical running back.
Yeah.
Like just tell him to hit the
kinda
middle
set the
linebacker
tone.
as hard
Go
as
set the
possible.
tone for us real quick, and then Travion come back in, and then you give him a little wiggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he wants to hit someone from being a linebacker.
Exactly.
His type of big play is I want to demolish this dude. Nah, I want to break 60 yards.
Was there a lot of games where you and Beans both had 100?
There was a couple of them.
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys ain't losing when it happens.
Nah.
That's my point. So if both those dudes got a hundo,
Yeah.
and then Marvin
Yeah.
is around that, Notre Dame got nothing,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I'm thinking that Chip will be a main factor in this game, and Fleming will help.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
calling
man.
Fleming, huh?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
calling him.
He's
to be
scoring?
big time. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Anytime
calling
touchdown?
because you got to think they're gonna be keyed in on Marv so much.
Oh, big time.
and also
They're going to push it
Mbuka,
somewhere.
that it's gonna give
Him and Cade.
Fleming, yeah, him and Cade like a lot of opportunities. So I hope they kind of, which is as a smart coach, I'm sure they're thinking that. But at the same time, as a smart coach as Freeman, he's probably thinking the same thing as well. Like, I mean, these guys have more than just, Marv and Mbuka. Like, they got guys that can come here and do the same thing just like them. So we just got to use our guys the right way. And I think hopefully Ryan Day just unloads the gun,
Here's the thing. If Marcus Freeman pulls it off, though, he writes a check to himself so he says, I'm good. I mean, you know what I mean? So, and he knows no one's probably really thinking Notre Dame can actually beat Ohio State. I think there's a lot of vibes like that probably going on around them guys right now. So we have to play. We have to play good because they're going to be bringing that energy of even though they're a big time program, that they're trying to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, they've been trying to make a name for themselves for a while.
I mean, they never beat us. So.
Since 1988.
yeah, since Chris Zorich was there.
Yeah, because
and Rahi Bismail.
It's like even when they do get into, say, a big bowl game or
just get smoked.
A big game, they get destroyed.
Yeah.
So it's like, how can we get the juice back, their confidence back? And obviously, a win against Ohio State is always going to give any team a boost. You know what I'm saying? A jump.
They're also breaking out those pretty sick green uniforms too. So they got the uniform juice
super wet.
coming.
The green boys.
The green ones.
It's like Kelly Green.
They do look cool.
That's all right.
I kind of wish I was going to the game.
Me too.
Because I've been wanting to go there.
It might not be too late.
Yeah, I mean, and they have Guinness on tap. I will give them that.
Just go.
Yeah,
They got
thought
Guinness
about
on
it.
tap in the stadium.
Yeah, because they did a deal
Yeah.
with Joe Montana.
In the stadium.
Yeah,
Joe
I'm almost
Montana.
positive.
That's
yes.
pretty wet.
It's pretty wet.
That is. That's like probably my
wet.
favorite part.
Have you been to a game before?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of games.
What do you
Usually
think
I
about
go.
the stadium?
What's that?
What do you think about the stadium?
I love the stadium. It's only it's less than 78,000.
Yeah.
So it's
Like a
not even
Wrigley
close to,
Field
like,
type of vibe,
Ohio
or what?
State's. What's that?
Is that what it has, like a Wrigley Field type
Yeah.
of vibe?
Because it hasn't been that long since they had the original benches in the stadium or whatever, and they kind of redid some stuff and everything. But it's so well planned out architecturally, and then they've had some additions and stuff, and then you just have to walk around because it's kind of its own little town or whatever you want to call it.
So I talked about my favorite Buckeyes game day traditions and stuff like that. Treadway talked about OU. What's your favorite Notre Dame thing? What does Notre Dame got going on game days that's your shit?
I would say the walk to the stadium, the players walking the stadium is pretty cool, and then the band playing in front of there's this music hall or something. They do a pregame thing, kind of like a skull session for OSU and stuff, which is pretty fucking cool. And then the grotto and the lake backdrop is pretty sick.
What about the party?
Yeah. Do you guys have any
about Touchdown
leprechauns
Jesus?
running around? Or
It's a
like-
Catholic school.
Actually,
They don't party.
they do have.
I know.
It is a.
I took a visit there. I was like,
Oh, did you?
no.
So they do have last time I did go actually was when they renewed their for a 2-year with Michigan or whatever. I went to it was the opener for the year at night.
Okay.
And so you could, and it was open container. So I just walked around with a 6-pack to all the tailgates.
That's
the
kinda
whole time.
gangster.
Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
dope.
awesome. Yeah. So
yeah.
that's something that wasn't always like that, but now it's.
Did they win that game?
They did win that fucking game.
Who did they play?
Ooh.
That was Michigan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They dodged Michigan and us for years now.
Yo, so we have Big Nut as our fan mascot. He's always at the games. Do you have a
And the Buckeye
do you have
guy.
a leprechaun that goes every game, like a dude that goes to every game dressed as a leprechaun or
Yeah, I
anything
think
like
you really-
that?
Yeah. No.
you
Yeah. There's a
really do.
leprechaun dude on the
You
sidelines.
ain't never seen him?
He's kind of a chode, but yeah.
Not the mascot, but a fan,
Oh.
like a fan.
Oh,
like
I-
a
oh,
diehard
I see what you're
fan,
saying.
You know what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
see what you're
No.
saying.
Yeah. Do you have a group of
no.
leprechauns?
Danny, you should go as the jacked priest. All right, we got to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. And we're back. Time to predict the score of the Ohio State Notre Dame game. Cole, you look like you're ready to give your score.
Yep, I gave my score on the live Boomcast post-game report on Bleach Report. Shout out Bleach Report. Tune in. Next time we'll definitely post it out more. But I think I said that this game is going to be one of those games where it's going to be close the entire way, and then late in the game, one team's going to pull away, and that will be all she wrote.
Okay.
So I think Buckeyes 38-17. I think it's going to be a close game all the way through, and I think it's going to be one of those games where the score says 38-17, but it's not going to reflect what actually happened in the game. I think it will be a late touchdown or something to put them away, but I think Buckeyes come out on top.
Is that the score that you gave us on Saturday?
It was either 38 or 35.
I thought mine was 38-24.
No.
I can't remember what
Mine
score I
was high.
said either. I think I
Yours
said
was
27.
Yours
You
was-
did say
yours was lower.
27-24.
Yeah.
I think no. You know what? Mine was 35-24,
See, I think it's going to be closer than that.
and yours was
27.
38. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
27-24.
All right.
Is 27-20? Is it? You said the spread's 3,
3.5.
so we'd have to
3.5.
win by 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know betting that well. That's why I just go yes. Yeah. 27-24. So that means it would not cover the spread.
Wow. So you don't think we're gonna cover the spread?
So I think
Ohio
two
State
things.
hater.
I'm going to tell you why.
Talk to me. Yeah. Talk to us.
I think that the Marcus Freeman factor is going to have these kids playing up because I do not think they're as good as us. I think we're going to play better, but I don't know if we play what's all the way capable. So I think it evens it out more than what everyone thinks. I hope I'm wrong.
I think
I hope
it's gonna
Cole's
be-
right. But I'm just telling you, I think that there's more to that with him having the personal investment of being a Buckeye, this opportunity that he's got right now. This platform is huge. The whole fucking world's going to be watching. Ohio State's real, but they ain't real like we was a year ago or 2 years ago. And I think that there's a leveling of it that, like I said, I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I think is going to happen.
So you say they're not real as they were the past 2 years, but if we go out here and beat them 42-0,
Yeah, then I'll change my thoughts.
Then you're gonna be like, I don't know, we might be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No, I
saying?
think I would say they showed me. It's kind of like one of them things, right?
Well,
that's what I need to see.
That's typical for Ohio State every year. How many times did we? Well, I don't know about you guys. When C.J. Stroud was playing,
CJ Stroud didn't impress me till the final game. I'm just straight.
I talked bad
Until
about him.
Georgia, I was like, where the fuck was that at?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because we would have
I
beat
agree.
Michigan if we had
Dude.
that.
yeah.
I
And I've been
agree.
talking bad about the defense for the last
The defense has been
couple
looking
years.
rough for a
You know
while.
what I'm saying? So it's like you just have to ride the wave with Ohio State,
Yeah.
and I just feel like this is when they're gonna turn it on.
I hope so.
This is when they, I just feel like it's gonna be a close game and we win, or we just gonna go out there and
Here-
manhandle them.
Here's what it is. Is the
Sorry.
moment too big
For Notre Dame?
No, or for Kyle McCord? I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
But
Wow.
I hope that's what I'm saying. I want to see it.
That dude's won 2 state
I
football
believe you.
championships. That's a pretty big moment.
I agree.
He may not have played in some of the bigger games, but he's been around,
He's been in there.
Yeah.
He's been
Awesome.
He's been in the prep before. He's been in all those.
he
games.
know he
I
know
probably
what he
sound
walking
like a
into.
hater, but I just want to see it.
Nah, I mean, you sound like a true fan.
Yeah. Because
There's
like
questions that-
I saw a good game versus Western Kentucky, which I don't know what the fuck their mascot is.
a hilltopper.
Hilltopper,
What the
baby.
fuck is that?
Oh,
It looked like a towel. Actually, it looked like Rachel goes, "Is this the Western Kentucky penises?"
Whoa.
Because that's what have you seen the fucking
Yeah, it's
mascot?
fucking whack. Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking it up. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? Because when the logo is like they're holding a towel. Yeah. And then I was like, what the fuck is that thing? I was all confused. Anyway, that's beside the point. Anybody else? Treadway, you want to talk Mac stuff? Or you want to talk about High State hater?
Yeah, what's score?
What's your
prediction?
score? Oh, yeah, we got score. Good.
So, being a hater, I sat here and listened to you guys talk about how great Ohio State was this week against.
They looked
Western
pretty fucking
Kentucky.
damn good, Treadway. They looked really damn good.
Yeah, they looked
I
great
don't think we
against
were saying that they were
Youngstown
great. I just
State.
feel
I
like-
definitely didn't sound like
I just
that.
feel
I
like
think they look
that they
great.
played a lot better than they have the past.
I think
2
they
weeks.
looked really great this week,
and,
Treadway.
and now all of a sudden we're going to go kick the shit out of Notre Dame because we had one good week against Western
You
Kentucky.
agree with me then, don't you?
I just don't understand how. I mean, I don't think Notre Dame is the level of athlete as Ohio State, but I don't know how Ohio State goes in this game with Kyle McCord, who, in all honesty, you should look like that against Western Kentucky when you have those offensive weapons.
Yes.
The defense not getting any sacks. You're going to give a 24-year-old quarterback all day to throw the ball, and he is going to dice you up. I mean, they don't have the weapons Ohio State does, but I just don't understand how this game isn't going to stay close. Hartman over McCord all day long. I mean, this game's going to come down to who's the better quarterback, right?
Final score.
It's
And I think it's Hartman over McCord. But for some reason, I think Ohio State's going to win it.
Wow.
31-24.
Wow.
31-27. We'll keep that spread real close. 31-27. Buckeyes. Daniel?
Mine's the inverse of Treadway's, 31-24 Irish.
No.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to go Notre Dame.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
obviously.
But I do think Ohio State has better athletes.
Yeah.
I do think that. But like I think like what
So-
it's kind of like similar to what Corey said with like the Freeman effect and all that.
I
shit.
think there is something there.
And it's just like
look what
the
fucking
setting,
Deion's
the
doing right now.
environment, the
True.
night game, all that shit.
How we said we want to see Ohio State come out run the ball 8 times. I believe Notre Dame will come out and run the ball 8 times.
Yeah,
I
I think
think that's how they're
Estime,
gonna start
their
out.
running back, he's like a 230-pound running back. He's got to have a big game. Like
Man.
he's been over 100
Maybe it
every
is
game.
Smash Mouth. That'd be fun.
To
Yeah.
set the tone, somebody got to
And then
hit that chin. Hey, hit him right in his mouth.
yep.
And set the tone. Let him know, big fella.
And if both teams, both teams decide they want to play that ball game, it's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah.
Because the clock will fucking fly.
For sure.
If Notre Dame has one offensive turnover, Buckeyes win. No question.
Yep.
No question. And if Notre Dame gets the ball first, I think Buckeyes defense are going to make a statement, like you just said, but they're going to get a takeaway.
Hope so.
First drive.
Well, if Notre Dame gets caught up and they want to play 8 in the box,
Yeah.
then you know what we got to do then.
Trey, what's the? Are you going to take the Buckeyes spread?
Yeah.
What's
I got the Buckeyes 27-17.
There you go.
What's the over under for this game?
The over under is 50 something. I'm pretty sure.
Really? Yes. Yeah, so
31-27, calling it.
54.5 is the over under.
Do we have a 100-yard rusher this week?
I think we have to if we're
Henderson.
going to win.
Oh, no question.
Yeah. Like I said, it'd be sweet if we had 2.
McCory goes over 200?
Over 200?
Yeah.
I think he would
I
have
think
to
so.
for us to win too, right?
Yeah.
I think we have to.
Do we have 2 sacks?
2 sacks.
This guy's more of a pocket passer, right? I mean, we have an opportunity now if he's going to sit
Do
back
we
there.
have 2 sacks? Do we have 1 pick?
I think we have one
Yes.
pick and
One pick,
one sack.
one
Yeah.
pick, no 2 sacks.
You know another big thing that's going to be part of this game? Special teams.
I think so.
Somebody going to have to make a huge play on special
Maybe this is
teams.
where Xavier Johnson.
If it's a
Make something happen.
I'm going to
if it's
expect
a punt return, a block punt, a block field goal.
I think there's going to be a fake field goal in this game somewhere.
onside kick at some point. I don't know. It's,
I would love to see someone come out and just onside kick it right from the start.
Yeah.
I'd love that. Some like
That's what I love
good
about
high
when
school
Teddy Ginn
football
played,
type shit.
man. You could
Oh.
always
expect
yeah, man. You just know like he could house it at any point,
Hey, well,
and he
like
did a lot.
Tress say, the most important play in football is punt. So
Yeah. You know what's really awesome is how the Steelers won.
here we go.
Just want to throw that out there. I didn't know if there's any comments.
Oh, rest
Would have
in
been
peace.
pass interference though if Deshaun Watson could throw a more accurate ball. I think.
Hey, Deshaun! Shout out Deshaun. You struggling a little bit, my bro. Pick
got-
on the first play, lost fumble.
He got
Ain't like
money,
y'all
though.
quarterback looking any better.
Oh no, he looked terrible. We won on defense, but we are the steel curtain. Boom.
Man, listen.
Hey, what's cooler? This is just totally off topic, but also on topic. What's cooler, like Lambeau or like Notre Dame? What stadium? You played at Lambeau, right?
Do you like Notre Dame Stadium? Or like I know you said you
I know
didn't
you
really care for the.
I never played there. I took a visit there.
You didn't really care.
Did you go to
for
a
it.
game? You went to a
Yeah,
game though,
yeah.
obviously.
I think the game I went to, they played Tennessee, I believe. They
That's
ended up
kinda-
winning the
that's
game. But it was different, you know, especially walking on campus and you know, you see the nuns and everything like that. So it was kind of.
He was like,
I was like, and you know, there's
That's
no
hilarious.
girls. You know, I think you got to stay in the dorm.
I mean, there's no girls.
You gotta stay 6 feet away from him.
Yeah, it's something crazy.
What?
What's the rules?
What?
There's
I
like
don't know about that
there
one.
ain't
like the
no-
dorms. The
There's no
dorms. I
co-ed.
think.
Oh,
It's,
in the dorms, you mean?
yeah,
I don't know.
It's like straight guys.
Oh, there's definitely girls there.
No
Yeah.
girls. So
That's not
Somewhere
co-ed
else.
dorms.
No.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
They're not trying to have pornification.
you know how those.
Landed two different words right there.
Never mind. But yeah, it just Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They didn't
You
do
know,
it. They didn't do it
I
for
could
me.
see that coming into factor in this game. is some of the Notre Dame
Girls?
guys are just
The
like
nuns?
no, they're just too
Oh.
riled up because they're not seeing any chicks.
Oh, right.
Hey, they're saving it for the field. They're
So
saving
full
all
of
that
shit.
energy.
That's going to be a factor.
All right, where would we go from here?
Let's.
I mean, you was just talking about your Steelers.
Oh yeah,
Or-
T.J. Watt, shout out,
But
sack
hold
leader.
on, we gotta go back
Do we-
because
do
we
we
gotta go
s-
back to the Colorado.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
let's,
yeah.
let's stay in college real
for a
quick.
minute.
Let's stay
Yeah.
in college real quick. Do we want to talk
I
Colorado
was
first?
just trying to flex. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
We-
We can.
yeah, I was either going to talk about that or what the fuck's going on with Alabama.
Let's
I
talk
mean,
all of
everybody
it. Let's
kinda
just-
know.
Let's just hit top 10.
Yeah,
I
there you
think
go.
we know what's going on with Alabama. Their time, it's times when you have a
Time
great
has
wave,
come.
and there's times where you kind of fall off.
Yep.
Hey, fun
And-
fact about them: Tyler
feel like
Tyler
I-
Buckner transferring from Notre Dame. He was a quarterback, and
Oh yeah, he started
Yo.
this
yeah,
week.
he was garbage.
I'm just
How did
saying.
he play?
Trash.
Horrible.
Yo, Tommy.
He was like
Rees-
5 of 14 or something like that. They
Jeez.
benched him in the first half.
Yo, Tommy
put
Reese
Bill
is
O'Brien
OC down there. I don't know what.
Where's Tommy
Saban
Reese
was
OC
thinking.
at?
He was
Alabama.
was that-
Alabama?
Yeah.
So I was actually thinking on the way here, how would I fix Alabama? And not schematically, but like leadership wise, culture wise, how would I fix Alabama? And I think it's one, they've kind of been this weird zone of like Alabama's like this small southern like country like area, but they've been acting like they're like city. They've been acting like they're too up like above like too luxury.
Okay.
So I was thinking they need to bring in some like nice country Alabama like country boys to come in and give them a speech. In high school you'd always have
Okay.
the guys from the community come in and say, oh how much this town and this school means to us. And I think they need to bring in like one of those guys that sounds like he's from like the Water Boy to come in and give a speech.
That's Creole. That's a little bit further south.
Yeah, that's like Louisiana.
Yeah. So I was thinking like that's what I would do. Every week from now on, I'd have Saban bring in one of those dudes to come in and say, "You guys go get the ball."
So your answer to Alabama football is bring in the Water Boy.
Bring in the nice. What makes Alabama and Tuscaloosa so great? They need to get some of that back in. They need to get the state of Alabama injected back in that system.
I think they're just losing out on the recruiting shit.
High quality H2O.
Ever since Saban and Dabo Sweeney said something about the whole
NIL.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yep.
It's been
100%.
downhill for both of those schools.
It's leveling the playing field right now. Dion took a lot of those guys with him.
Yeah.
And he's going to continue to.
Oh, he's gonna. Yes. I don't know how if you are
Just imagine
a 5-star number 1 guy.
Did you see
How are you not going to
the
Colorado?
sidelines? Did you see who
Come
they
on, bro.
came out with?
Come
Lil-
on, Wayne.
Lil
The Rock was there
They
for
had The
2
Rock
days.
there.
Come on, bro.
Yo, but do you think it's getting too much now? Do you think it's getting a little
If
bit
he
too
loses
much?
that game, everybody's gonna say it's too much.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Because he won it, it
He
keeps
holds on.
going.
But I
But
think this
Key
Cinderella.
Glock, all that stuff was amazing.
I think the Cinderella story comes to a rude
Oregon
a
this
rude ending this weekend at Oregon.
How
Yeah,
rude.
Sorry.
Real
Like
bad.
pretty rude.
You think he gets routed?
I think.
You think they would
I
want it?
think
They're going to
Or-
hang something crazy on him if they can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be trying to hang something crazy on them if
Yep.
they can.
Hey, did you
How
guys?
legit are they going to be though if they pull it off without Travis Hunter too? Then though.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, we ain't gonna hear the end of that.
No.
hey, I watched the 60 Minutes stuff with Dion. It's unbelievable. I said boom one of the
Yeah,
clips.
yeah.
He said, "Have you ever walked in and been so clean that the other person looks at you and they're looking at themselves, realizing how clean they're not, and he's like, and then he just starts laughing. He goes, "Man, that was some game." He just knows it. And they asked him who the best college coach was in America. He said,
Give me a mirror. Give me a mirror.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I'm just
mean,
trying to build that Dion confidence. Boy.
You are supposed to.
Yeah,
feel
believe in
that
yourself,
way.
of course.
Yeah, like how you gonna
course.
sit here and ask me who do I think the best? That's
course
like
you're gonna-
asking LeBron James, like
Come on, man. You were Jordan.
right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I love it though. I love it, and because it's an intangible of like authenticity to the biggest degree on display, and no one can fucking do anything about it, except for maybe try to hang 80 on them if they can. But you're only going to be able to do that for a very short period of time. Even if you can right now, 2 years from now, sorry, these dudes are going to be in contention. Every major fucking player is going to have to think, do I want, like, that's not for everybody. All that stuff is not
No,
for
it's
everybody, but everyone's going to think about it. Well, shit, I should probably go to Coach Prime they're fucking documented. Social media, the NIL money.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. He Prime just knows the business side of it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of coaches, they don't care about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They care about just winning. I feel like he more so cares about the actual players, getting them more attention, them winning, the business side of, life, having his guys around a lot of these other celebrities that they never probably would ever have met in their life. But that changes your mentality.
2 of them just this weekend.
It changes everything.
Yeah.
It gives you more confidence. Like, okay, these guys are coming to see us play. Like, we must really be those guys. You know
It's got the juice, bro.
Yeah.
Well, one of the reporters asked him, they said, do you believe that this feels similar, what you're doing right now feels similar to like the Fab Five? It's a disruptor where people can't deny it. They want to see it. They love you. They hate you, but they're watching. And some are rooting for you, some are rooting against you. He said, no, I know exactly that's what this is right now. He's like, these younger kids, they don't understand because they're just playing ball. He's like, but he understands that what's happening right now is not only leveling the playing field, it's giving him a leg up. And no one can do, you're going to find another Dion?
Right.
Not right now.
Who, he don't exist. There's one of a kind. There's only one motherfucker that went 9 for 15 in the World Series and was an all-pro defensive back in the same fucking year. The dude is just different. Yeah. And we're watching it at a fucking mature level of non-athlete, just the way he's managing these young men. It's amazing. Yeah. So I'm trying to get that Dion fucking.
I thought Colorado State was going to knock him off. Those dudes were ready.
They were ready.
They were ready to do whatever too.
Ready.
They
had
dirty.
him.
Some of that shit was pretty.
They
dirty.
definitely had him on a rope, but it just shows you. I mean,
hey, AG said it best though. This is what he said. He goes, "Dad, I never thought I'd stay up till 2 a.m. to watch Colorado State."
Nobody did.
You think Dion
Just say that out loud.
You said
who would be a year ago? We'd be like, what?
They had one win last year, bro.
But you said, do you like in 2 years it's not gonna be like that?
No.
Do you think Dion will be there in 2 years?
Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah.
He would. I mean,
If they
I
are
don't
successful
think-
this year and next year, somebody big is gonna come grab him.
Yeah,
real
but
quick.
see, I think the program though has enough pop and it's dope enough in Colorado where they're at that he don't have to go jump to an Ohio State. Colorado can become that again because it
Colorado's
used to be
got
that
money
way.
around there.
yeah, they really
got
did.
money.
I'll
They
say
Yeah,
really
this.
they when I was younger, they won a title.
What bowl game?
Cordell
did they
Stewart.
play Ohio
Cordell
State
Stewart,
back in the
Michael
day?
Westbrook, dudes was ballers. It's
I
just
don't
been
think
30
he's,
years.
I don't think Prime is the coach that's like, oh, I got to get like the huge paycheck because
We got 30 million.
But that's
Yeah,
super light compared
Yeah,
to what
yeah.
a lot of these other coaches.
they're
are
gonna
doing.
pay him whatever though.
But thing is, he knows. Like for instance, he did the glasses thing.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I bought Corey a
He
pair.
bought me a pair for my birthday.
They're on,
They ain't in yet.
Yeah, they're on pre-order.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll be
Like-
flexing them bitches here in a week or
I'm gonna
two.
wear those for coaching
Did you
next
see
year.
how many pairs they sold?
Yeah, like
It's like 1 point,
Yeah,
like
like 4 million.
So
Yeah,
when it,
4
when
million.
it come to
Coins?
money, I don't think
no, it ain't a money thing, bro.
it ain't a money thing.
That's why he ain't
but
gonna run
thing
nowhere
is,
else.
He's putting so much into that school
Oh,
and
man.
those players, like the confidence and you know what I'm saying. Like a lot of people might hate how he's doing it, but I mean that's just the new wave of
How can
how-
you hate it? I don't
'Cause
understand.
there's too
that
many
whole-
because you're so
boring
used
people
to
out there.
Old school traditional.
It's just too
know.
flashy.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't like.
That's why when people say that shit, I go, well, how don't you love this?
Because
they're boring.
you
The
look
people
at-
that love Jim Tressel probably hate Dion.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe not. I don't know. Tressel might be a bad example, but Saban probably isn't. I don't know.
keep going, Prime.
Yeah. Well, he don't fucking care.
Well, he better fucking keep going against Oregon this week.
So what's the score against Oregon, Cole? What do you call him?
Well, without Travis Hunter. I
Without
mean,
Travis Hunter, that
I
makes
don't
this.
think-
I mean, they still got
I think it's a
athletes.
close game. to
They
be
still got
honest with you, 'cause
athletes, but-
Oregon is again. I'm not
ahead.
being disrespectful. Oregon is like a Notre Dame. Like you get all this hype, but first off, that conference is just not like a powerhouse where you got to be worried about like, oh, they gonna give us, whatever. First off, there's no defense played in that conference at all whatsoever. So you're gonna see points, but I think Prime gonna have those guys ready, and not saying that they're gonna win, and I'm not gonna say that they're gonna lose either, because I don't want to be sitting over.
It's
here
hard
like,
to bet against them though.
I don't want to be sitting over here like, man, see, I told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to do that. But I feel it would be a close game. I don't feel it would be a blowout for Oregon.
What's the spread on that game? Do we
Yeah,
know?
I'm taking it.
Minus 21.5. Like the Colorado's like plus 21.5. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
I
would take that.
I would take that. I'd take the.
Are you take that?
It's cool.
I would take them to cover that.
Yeah.
I would say
I'll take
Colorado
them to
like
cover that.
plus 10.5.
Because Colorado's offense is good. They're just their defense.
Yeah.
Man, I don't.
But
That's
like the
Oregon's
thing they
the
gotta
same
fix.
way though.
Although Shiloh's good.
Yeah,
Shiloh is good. He's balling out.
Yeah, he had a
Playing good
great play.
defense.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. It's time. Now's the time to go to the Shack of the Mac.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let it be.
To preface this, just looking forward to this week. There's a lot of good games on the slate. Florida State, can they bounce back and like look good against Clemson? That would be a good one. Colorado, Oregon, UCLA goes to Utah. That's a good ranked matchup. Ole Miss, Alabama, see what the fuck's going on there. But the
Ooh, that
one
sounds like good
game
games.
I have circled this week that I'm excited to tune into is Mr. Tyler Troway's Ohio Bobcats facing a tough Bowling Green, who put up a good game against Michigan. But Troway, talk about the Bobcats and their great game this weekend.
Yeah, fantastic win in Athens. Got it done
He was there.
over Iowa State. I was in attendance, and the score is a little deceiving. So there's a little bit of controversy in the game. OU dominated the entire game, just like I said. Not to toot my own horn, but
Just like you said they would.
we controlled the time of possession. We controlled the offense and defensive line, and that was the factor of the game. Iowa State, they have a pretty good running back, and we just completely killed the running game.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a backup quarterback in, couldn't hit anything. That actually pulled him and put in another quarterback. Just a all that like shit show all around. But there was a field goal that from a TV angle looked like it went in, but it goes over the top of the goalpost, and it's on the outside. You can tell. I was watching the game from the opposite side, and I was like, he didn't make it. And you can tell on TV, and all these Iowa State fans are like, oh, we're, bad call, whatever. But in reality, OU then had a possession where they played like they did in 2010, where they just run the ball, right? We get punted the ball. It's 10-7, 3 and out, punt the ball. You got to beat us.
Yeah.
They threw a pick, and we would have had the ball in the red zone, so we would have scored anyway. We just sat on them. But
You guys should have scored.
we
Because
were up.
what was the final score again?
The
They didn't want to run up the score.
Yeah,
oh,
they
you,
did.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
they're classy.
so.
They're the classy Bobcats.
Yeah, so
They're
honestly,
Ohio's true team.
I'm a little worried about this week because OU, for the history of ever since Frank Solich got there, and I think 2005, whenever he was there, I think I was like 13. I was at his first game in attendance. We played Pitt and picked it off, one in OT, pick 6.
Okay.
But we've always
I
played the
don't give a
same.
fuck what anyone says. You are a real fan, bro.
We've
Like,
always
it is real.
We've always played the same brand of football, which is what Nebraska used to play
Yeah.
when Solich was there. It's just old school smash mouth. We're gonna run you down and
Did Frank
control the
Solich
clock.
learn under Tom Osborne? I didn't. Or was he on that staff? Okay, that's why I wondered. I wasn't sure.
And so, we're up 10-0, and then Iowa State runs off 3 plays and scores, and I'm like, okay, well, the final score is going to be 10-7 because we're just going to sit on them, and that's exactly what we did. We get a pick, we win the game 10-7. We look good. Now we play Bowling Green this week, which I'm a little worried because we're on the road at 13-point favorites, which is a great,
13-point favorites.
yeah.
Goodness.
Well, so
Oh wow.
in the Michigan game is a little bit misleading for a couple reasons. One, I don't think Michigan's that good, and they haven't really played anybody. And Bowling Green's linebacker had a pretty bad injury, and their quarterback got hurt. So they had like 3 or 4 key injuries. So 31-6 against a pretty battered Bowling Green team's not great.
Honestly, why isn't no one talking about how Michigan doesn't fucking play anyone? They haven't looked impressive at all
Their
the first
schedule's
two weeks
terrible.
either.
And they were close. I think it was 14-6 or 21-6 at half. It was a close game.
Yeah, you aren't hearing any of that, are you?
JJ
No.
had 2 pizza turnovers too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bowling Green's defense could be legit. Missing that linebacker is going to hurt. But you know what? Until the Bobcats prove otherwise, they're going to cover the spread. I think that
So you're taking them plus 13.5.
we're
Or
minus 13.
Or minus 13.
Yeah, I think we'll cover. So a couple things. One, this is the best Bobcat defense I've ever seen in my life.
All right.
I was
Their
watching
defense
the
ever?
Bobcats game before I went up. Houston, the linebacker, had 15 tackles.
Bryce
He's got
Houston,
Mac,
he's a
co
stud.
defensive player of the week. He's a dog.
The linebacking group, the DBs. I mean, shout out D'Angelo. He's got the boys ready to rock. The Bobcat defense looks really good. We got a new defensive coordinator. He came from Miami of Ohio.
Okay.
Okay. So Troy, wait, there was a little bit smash talk. You talking some smack on the the Buckeyes this weekend on Twitter. What exactly was your tweet? Can you please read it out and so Boone knows it?
On Pat McAfee, he tweeted the Overreaction Monday, and I said that the Ohio Bobcats are the best college football team in the state of Ohio. And I stand behind that.
Did he respond?
Until when?
He did not respond, but some guy on Twitter did.
What did he say? What did he say to you?
He gave me I've heard the same thing since I've been talking shit on Twitter. Oh, you can't be serious. And I'm 100% serious.
What do you think? Do you think the Bobcats would beat the Buckeyes?
I think it would be a much closer game than
No.
would
We didn't
anticipate.
ask if you thought it would be closer.
Would they cover
We
the
asked,
spread?
did you think
Will they cover the
they
spread?
could beat
No.
them?
Oh,
No.
absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
If Buckeyes came down
You think
to
you're
Athens-
somewhere
the
down there
spread
can
be? 28?
guard Marvin Harrison?
Yeah.
You see how nonchalant that was?
You said what? What would the spread be, like 28.5 or something?
Yeah, and we cover that all day.
No.
Like 40.
No. That's halftime.
42.
Maybe.
So, but to continue on the talk of the MAC, I don't know if anybody tuned into the Boomcast last week, the Shack the MAC, but I said my 2 upset picks for the week were the Ohio Bobcats, who opened up at -2.5, and the Miami Redhawks, who opened up at -6.5 against Cincinnati, and they won in overtime.
Nice.
So,
Tread what?
shout out. I hate the Redhawks. Shout out to Danny's brother, played for the Redhawks.
Yeah, he did.
I hope they lose every game they play. But it's shaping up to be OU versus Miami. Still, Bowling Green is like probably the 3rd best team in the MAC.
What about Toledo?
Toledo played San Jose State and won by 4. Congratulations. Trash.
I mean,
It's a trash school. Just like Akron, they got stomped by Kentucky. It's the same song and dance from the MAC West
The MAC
every
just
year.
gets whored out, bro, and just
Yeah.
gets
They
checked.
do, especially
It sucks.
Akron.
But when you have teams like OU and this year Miami, it's not just a free.
Agreed.
It's not a free payday, and that's what's so funny because I'm a frequent on the Bobcat messenger boards, and
I'm sure you are.
I sometimes
On MySpace.
I sometimes venture to the other teams like Iowa State. Their message boards this past week were all about how why are we going there to beat them by 50, and I was tripping back like. Wait till you see this Bobcat.
You are on message boards, aren't you?
100%.
the MAC.
He
Bob-
is, dude.
Shout out Bobcat Attack. That's it.
Bobcat attack MAC.
got
I
a
felt like
burner-
that's like outlaw powerlifting.
He's got a
like
burner
It is.
account, all kinds of shit.
Oh, all right.
That's
what,
good.
what do we got? Anything else? And a little bit of NFL.
Yeah.
All right. My Steelers won against the Browns, which I called.
Rest in
T.J.
peace.
Watt and Highsmith with defensive touchdowns.
Just say that the
offense.
defense,
Well, we did have one really
just say
good play
that
to
the
Kenny Pickens
Steelers defense
to
won
George
the game.
Pickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, defense won the game. Kenny Pickens still looks rough.
He's gonna
Steelers.
continue to
the
lose.
Najee
Steelers-
Harris is not good.
No, Najee
Man,
Harris.
that-
Najee Harris looked kind of slow, honestly. Just
No,
has
I-
for like the last year or so.
he didn't piss me off because I had him on. I had
Fantasy?
him on my parlays the
Oh.
last 2 weeks just to get 40 freaking yards, and he can't even get 25 yards.
Nope.
Like, dude, what is your problem?
I don't know. I think like Najee's like
Y'all can't
his,
throw the ball.
his personal
can't
side is
run the
amazing.
ball.
So everyone like really falls in love with Najee because of all the great things he does. But yeah, he's struggling right now. Kenny Pickett looks nervous to me.
Yeah, he
He looked awesome in the preseason. He just looks like he don't know where to go with the ball. I don't know. I mean, he did have the one strike to George Pickens. But overall, I mean, Steelers are just a winning franchise. Winners win. I woke up. I obviously went to bed because I got up early. Which shout out to Boom. when I left the gym this morning, he was sleeping in his car. He's like ready to be here for the Boomcast, which I fuck with. But I went to bed early, woke up as a winner, still a winner, and I was like, all right, that's kind of my expectation. You go to bed, the Steelers, and you wake up and they're winning. So I don't know.
The Steelers winning is like when the team
Just
up
normal.
north beats us.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
really-
for you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, but the Browns always lose, though. That's why I told my daughter, like, don't sign up to have a lifetime of losing. You could come over to this side, or you can stay with your mom and be a Browns fan. Struggle, man.
Deshaun looked bad.
So the
Deshaun looked real bad. Keep cashing them checks, Deshaun.
He does
Keep
it.
cashing them checks, boy.
Yep.
He ain't it.
On the hearts of all Clevelanders.
Yeah, I would just take my money and then go open up some massage parlors.
Yeah.
Like I'd franchise.
Maybe a
some-
franchise.
Yeah.
I would ask for a
100%.
trade.
Come get Deshaun. Come to Deshaun.
I would
No
ask
one
for a
paid
trade.
that check, bro.
Anybody taking that?
It's
though.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
God.
I thought-
You know what they're gonna end up doing? They're gonna pay him to stay home. That's good. It's gonna happen.
Well,
They're gonna draft
honestly,
somebody,
I
and they're
don't
gonna end
think-
up paying him to stay home.
Think about it though, guys. When's the last time Cleveland has had a successful quarterback?
The drunk.
Colt McCoy.
So
Bernie
you played,
Kosar.
you played against Deshaun when he played for the Texans.
And he was nice.
And no, he wasn't.
What the
He
fuck is
never
he doing?
beat the Colts. They were never
Hey,
good.
but you know what it is? He's up under center too much. The Texans, wasn't he in shotgun a bunch?
Bro, when
Like,
he,
he
was
ran
with-
it different.
Hold on. He may not beat us.
He never beat the Colts.
Because when I played for the Colts, we were some dogs.
I know.
But he was good when he was in Houston, though.
But yeah.
But you're going from
You don't
that
get a-
situation to the Browns, and you think you're just going to
But
magically
I heard him
turn
say
around the
last night,
franchise?
like
They're
he
trying.
was running a different offense in Houston, and I think maybe he just was better in it. He had
Yeah.
more time.
Well, I tell you all the time, if you get put in the right system in the NFL, you can thrive.
you can flourish, man.
But if you go to the wrong system, your career can be over like that.
Hell yeah.
And it's funny because in my group chat we was talking yesterday, and it was like, man, if you just go to the Browns as a quarterback, it's like it just ends your career.
Who's in your group chat? Boom.
You got Lawrence Wilson, Beanie Wells, and Brian Robisky. Small little group.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what it
Yeah.
was. That's why I asked.
Yeah. And we were talking about it like, I think Beanie went to the game actually.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I saw him put it on his
Yeah.
story.
So, man, I don't know, man. I just knew the Browns had that one in the bag.
Did you?
Because the Steelers, I mean, obviously, I didn't expect you guys' defense to score 2 touchdowns.
Steel curtain.
You know,
I
That
sound like
defense is
Treadway,
good.
don't I?
I didn't-
I sound like Treadway.
I didn't expect Chubbs to get hurt.
That's
That changed the
unfortunate
game.
because that dude is an absolute stud.
Yeah.
And supposedly like an amazing person.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
just hate to see an
Yeah.
injury like that because
Yeah.
it looked.
So now it's like the Browns. We back at square one again. Like
Pretty
you-
much.
you lose your running back. You know, Deshaun's not playing great.
No receivers. Amari
that's
Cooper,
a-
Amari
Cooper's
Cooper's your
all right.
best receiver.
He's all right.
He had a groin going on too. I
Yeah.
mean,
he just got some injuries going on right now. I feel like, but I don't think the Steelers gonna be that great either this year, buddy.
no, I don't think they're that great. They just beat the Browns.
I mean, that's not saying a lot, but okay.
Hey, the division's looking rough.
I would
Yeah,
argue that
'cause the
y'all's
Bengals is
defense,
down.
your defense is legit.
So who's left? So you got
Denzel
the
Ward
Browns,
Ravens are
Ravens.
the Ravens. Yeah,
Ravens
they
gonna
they
do
gonna
it.
win the conference easily.
Hey, Denzel Ward's hit last night was like
They're gonna
awesome.
win the not the conference, but the
You
Yeah,
think that
division.
the Ravens are going to win the division?
yeah. Who gonna beat them?
How long is Odell out? Also, he's hurt already.
Doesn't
They said
matter.
his
He
ain't
hasn't done
serious, I don't
anything.
think.
He's just out there blocking people.
Yeah.
And he's not doing. He's
Won a
not,
Super
he's
Bowl.
blocking for Lamar to
But
run.
I
Dude, the
told
Ravens
y'all-
have so many
who did
weapons
I
at
tell
wide
y'all
receiver.
was gonna be the problem for them? Was gonna be good for them?
For Dre Flowers. Yeah, that's why I
been
drafted him in my
killing.
fantasy.
Yep, I got him.
I
He been
listened. I
killing.
listened to Boom.
He's a dog. I thought
He's a dog.
it was good to see Josh Allen bounce
Yeah,
back and silence
he
all the
played well.
haters again.
They played the
Another
Raiders.
dog is
Raiders
Dude,
are
the,
alright. The Raiders are
I
good.
thought the Raiders looked good
Fun.
until after
Oh,
the
yeah.
second
Ohio
possession.
State. He is a dog.
He been
Till
killing.
the game started.
He just really has been super consistent as a pro, man.
Yeah.
He really has. And you don't see a lot of his
Scary Terry.
games.
Yeah,
but
he's clutch
He's
for
a great pro
He's making the best out of that situation in Washington.
for sure.
Olave did
Olave's a
played well
baller.
yesterday.
You know who didn't do well from Ohio State? Justin Fields.
Man,
That
what do you
man is
ex-
going to be
What do you
out of a
expect?
job soon.
What do you expect?
He probably needs to go somewhere
You
else.
gotta start eating red meat again.
Bro,
Too
you
much
can't.
plant.
That's like going to the Browns.
Bro, he had all day to throw the ball, and he was just looking like he didn't know what to do.
It's
It's
Did
like,
he have
dude,
anybody
he's,
to throw to?
playing quarterback, and he doesn't know how to throw the ball.
But who's his wide receivers?
Chase Claypool.
DJ Moore?
Darnell Mooney. I mean, they got guys. He's just standing in the pocket, not knowing what to do with
Tyler
it.
Treadway.
The-
Yeah, you
He's
ain't
bad,
about to get on
man.
my dude like that, man.
He's bad.
No,
He-
dude.
it ain't him.
Now,
No,
you know, on the
no,
opposite of it, you know who looked
no.
really good this weekend? C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, CJ does look good.
He looked good.
And
Texans-
he's on
they
a.
and he's on a worse
He's
situation.
no, yeah, right.
The Texans are bad.
But the Bears are bad.
they're built.
Come on, bro.
How did the Bears get that bad?
They got Justin Fields at quarterback.
The
This fucking
Bears.
guy.
Sound like Colin Coward.
I mean, it's just,
The Bears should have never traded for Chase Claypool. No. I don't know what the hell was going on
Hey,
there. You
once
try to
again,
get
the
Justin
Steelers must have
Fields.
had a heads up on that.
You try to get Justin Fields a weapon whenever you don't have anything else, and you trade your draft picks for Chase Claypool.
So how do you fix the Bears? Do you just try to do anything you can to draft Marvin
first
Harrison
off, that
Jr.?
No,
line
I think you just disband that franchise and then go open one in in Germany. Just go open one overseas.
Go NFL Europe on him?
Yep, that's what I would do.
Jeez.
Sometimes you just gotta restart.
yeah.
They need some help.
Same thing with like the Browns. Honestly, at some point, like
You know what's so
hey,
sad?
you know what, maybe we should just like.
What's sad about the
rebrand real
Browns
quick.
is, like, if Art Modell doesn't move the team, don't they win a title like 2 years after they move the team? Ray Lewis and them? Mm-hmm. Right? So you win all these championships back in the day before the NFL or whatever it was. Jim Brown, winning all these, and then you're 2 years, and then you've been a dumpster fire since. Sucks. And, dude, I went there, like, for the Steeler game last year at Cleveland, and the hopes is just so high.
Of
And then
course.
they just keep losing.
Hold on, G. You ain't about to just take over the show like that and just be talking down on the Browns like that, bro.
Yeah.
What was your guys' favorite game to watch this week?
The,
Like the best game?
Eagles.
the Indianapolis Colts.
No, dude. I think the best.
Hold on,
the best
hey.
game.
Cole's like, whatever you say,
no.
wrong.
No.
I missed
got
the
that
post
point.
game.
The best-
Did the QB get hurt?
Yeah, Anthony Richardson had
He balled, too.
two rushing touchdowns in the first quarter.
He runs a lot.
What happened though?
He
He got a
lot.
concussion.
Oh, okay.
Hey, but they put Gardner Minshew in, and Gardner Minshew looked
he
really
went
good.
to work.
He's
went to work.
a great second string quarterback.
Yeah, he
I like
went
that
to work.
dude. He got
think-
Ryan Fitzpatrick vibes.
Hey, if they can figure out the Jonathan Taylor situation, now here's the other side of that is there's going to be now you got the Browns, you got
Dude,
the
running back
Dolphins,
Ravens.
Ravens. All these guys are looking for, so they might get a real nice
he's gonna get
offer,
paid.
But the Colts could. I mean, if they get Jonathan Taylor back,
Man,
they
Irsay-
can win the division.
Irsay ain't about to let him go, bro.
Exactly. He's not going to let him go. So maybe the Colts, I mean, they're probably a long shot, but Anthony Richardson looks like the real deal.
He does look like the real deal.
They might win the division because the Titans suck. Until the Jaguars win a Super Bowl, I'm never convinced that I mean, how bad were the Jaguars? Another poverty franchise.
Yeah,
The Texans suck.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the Colts are like one of the blue bloods of football. Like they're one of those teams that even though they had a couple bad years and they pissed me off because they kept doing this shit, they ruined Andy Luck's career. We were going to win 10 Super Bowls
He
in a
was
row.
the QB. No, that probably
yeah, he
no,
definitely
but
was
he was
QB.
definitely the QB.
I hate the hate that he gets all the time.
He had a
man.
legit injury, right? I mean, like
They
he couldn't
were.
come back
They
from
just
it.
had the string where they had the worst general manager in the NFL,
Yeah.
and it just
because he was that
Awesome.
dude for sure.
yeah. Gregson was a terrible GM. Sorry, Boom, if you like Gregson.
No, he cut me
Yeah, he was trash.
and
He
then
was a
brought me back. And
terrible
it was a
GM.
lot. Yeah,
But Colts could be a sleeper team.
I mean, if Richardson can get back, I mean, he is legit. There's no doubt. But he's running it a lot, which is how he got the concussion, right?
You gotta
He take a
slow
big
that
hit.
down.
Is that what it, yeah, he's got.
Yeah, but they finally got it. I mean, I love Chuck Pagano. He was a great coach,
Yeah.
and they've been searching for the coach. Seems like Shane Steichen's that guy because he was with the Eagles. He had Jalen Hurts. He's got the culture going. I think they're on the right path.
It's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's fun when the Colts are good. I mean, like you said, blue blood.
I thought the best game of the week, like to actually watch a nice back and forth matchup of like just some great football overall, because there was a lot of close games that was just bad football. It was just like, oh man, this is tough to watch. But the Lions and Seahawks game was a great watch.
Gino done
It was so good. Yo, I think
Cardell was up there, I think.
Was he?
Yeah.
I think Gino might deserve that contract up there.
Oh,
He did really
Gino's a
well.
dog.
32 for 41, 328 yards, 2 TDs.
Gino definitely he deserved that bag. He got.
Hey, I love his quote. They wrote me off, but I write back.
Yeah.
You think
I
that,
love that.
You think the
Fucking
Denver
love
Broncos wish they had Geno Smith instead of Russell Wilson?
Bro,
He's just still learning that system, right? It's just a different system.
I'm about Sierra Wilson.
System sucks.
Because I mean, they just the first year as a coach, right? They got a new coach
It's
this year,
bad.
right?
Bro.
He's
Sean
still
Payton.
getting used. Yeah, he's still just getting used to.
Dude, I think Russell Wilson's just a walking meme, and I just
He
don't
is
know
now.
how anyone on that team can look at Russell Wilson and be like, man, I really love this guy as their quarterback.
Yeah, like sitting there, like you're in
because-
the locker room and everyone
and-
knows
and-
future fucked your wife.
How crazy was the
The Hail
last
Mary?
play though? Yeah. that
I'm
was
so
wild.
glad they didn't make that 2-point conversion.
I called it.
I'm so
As soon as the
glad.
play happened, I said, "Up," but they ain't gonna get that 2-point conversion. Though.
Nope. Nope. So,
Crazy.
They're reeling big time in Denver.
all right. Do you want to give some matchup, like some picks for this week?
Yeah,
And then
we got
wrap it
5
up?
minutes.
All right, Thursday night matchup. We got the Giants at the 49ers.
Ooh, that's
49ers favorites by 10.5.
Yeah, they're gonna
you
get
They're
it.
covering
They're
that.
gonna
Yep.
get it too.
You
Taking
can
that
take
one.
that.
All right, next up, Titans at the Browns. Titans coming off with a nice victory. Titans are dogs, 3.5.
Titans.
I think.
Where's
the
it at?
Titans.
It's in
Sorry.
It's in
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I want to see the Browns win, but
Yeah, Titans will cover. They'll at least cover the spread. I mean, the Browns.
I want to see it happen. but
Dude,
I think the Browns.
They're
get it
still
done.
the Browns.
I think the Browns get it done.
I think with Chubb getting hurt, I think it sucked a lot out of the
Oh
Browns.
yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna still ride with him, you know, but I think that Chubb's injury has definitely just
dampened.
yeah.
Yep. Chargers at the Vikings. Chargers dogs 1.5.
Oh,
I like
Vikings.
Chargers.
yeah.
Vikings got to bounce back. They can't do this.
Whichever
shit
team
anymore.
loses
right.
goes.
I'm taking the
Whichever team
Chargers.
loses goes 0-3. So
Yeah, they got to do it.
Yeah, I think that I'm
Chargers.
gonna go with
Chargers.
Vikings.
I'm
for
gonna
me.
go with the Vikings. Vikings at home.
Same.
I'll take them. Patriots at the Jets. Jets are dogs plus 2.5.
Patriots.
Patriots
at
for
the
sure.
Jets.
At the Jets.
Jets got to make a statement, man.
I think the Jets. I think the
Statement.
Jets are gonna win.
The Zach Wilson ain't it?
He'll be all right.
Zach Wilson
They
could be
fi-
it.
Hey,
Though.
they beat
he
the
could
fucking
be
Bills last year with Zach Wilson. No problem.
He
Man,
could be
come
it.
on,
Go ahead.
man.
He could be it. I wouldn't write him off.
He could.
I wouldn't
don't
write him off yet.
Don't
I ain't writing them off.
Zach
but
Wilson might be
Don't
calling
write him
Brigham Young. Try to
They
help
better
him
call
out.
Tom Brady.
He's gonna go watch the Book of Mormon before the game. All right.
cares?
Yeah. All right. Texans at the Jaguars. Jaguars are favorites by 9.5.
Oh my.
I'll take that spread.
Yeah.
I think I'll take Houston on the spread on this
You
one.
think Texans will cover?
Yeah.
That's
I
just
think-
too large. Too large of a spread.
Yeah.
It's kind of disrespectful as hell.
Yeah.
But,
All right. Bills at the Commanders. Commanders are dogs plus 6.5.
Bills
could
at the
do it.
Commanders.
Bills at the Commanders. Commanders are dogs. 6.5.
Man, I just feel like the Bills are like really. It's almost like they're confused right now. They don't know like who to trust. Can we trust the quarterback? You know, Stephon Diggs has his thing going on, and then when you lose to
Yeah.
the Jets, you know, week 1, did they win this past?
They look
yeah,
better
they won.
this week.
They blew out
he
the
looked.
Raiders.
They look more like themselves.
Okay,
You gotta reel
well,
in the
you know,
turnovers.
they might, you know, could be bounce back. We'll
Yep.
see though.
All right. Colts at the Ravens. Colts are dogs plus 8.5.
Colts are
Ravens.
covering.
You're not taking the win though, huh? Not the month.
Nah, they ain't gonna win,
Ravens gonna win.
but they'll cover. I mean, if Richardson plays, they'll cover.
Yep. All right. Falcons at Motor City. Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions. Yeah, man.
Lions.
Lions are minus 3.5.
I'm taking the Lions spread.
Lions. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a big bounce back week. You know,
Yeah.
Dan
Yeah.
Campbell's going to go in there and
The
give a nice
Falcons,
speech.
Desmond Ritter's not good.
We got to fight
Because really,
Bijan.
the Lions really should have won that game.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they really let one slip
100%.
away, but I
But-
think they bounce back.
You know who's going to score a touchdown? Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
oh, yeah.
a
Oh,
take.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah. He's all they
100%.
have.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Drake
Yeah.
London
Drake
finally
London.
had a good
Drake
game.
London's good, but
Finally.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter's not. Kyle
Yeah.
Pitts ain't it either.
No. should not have started him this week. Anyway,
All right, Saints at the Packers. Saints are dogs +2.
Packers.
They blew it.
Packers.
I'm going
Jordan
They
Love
blew
is
it.
riding
real.
Packers.
Jordan Love is for real, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Riding Packers. Broncos at the Dolphins. Broncos +6.5.
Tua, baby.
Dolphins.
Tua.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dolphins covering that.
Tua, Tyreek.
Panthers at the Seahawks. Seahawks -5.5.
Seahawks.
Seahawks
Gino.
will cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gino.
Shout out to Saints for covering
Dude,
last night.
Panthers still should have took C.J. Stroud.
No shit.
I think if they took C.J. Stroud, the whole different
No.
offense.
Yep.
Everybody that picked before the Colts should have taken Anthony Richardson. He was the best quarterback in the draft.
He hurt.
Chill, bro. All right, Bears +13.5 going to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs are going to kick the shit out of the Bears.
Would they get Kelsey back? Is Kelsey back?
He was
Kelsey
back this
played.
week.
He played.
Okay.
And he's dating
Yeah,
Taylor
Chiefs.
Swift.
Yeah.
Huh?
She
Yeah.
was at the game with Kelsey's mom.
Yep.
Shout out.
No.
Was she really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she was.
She rode on
Yeah.
the PJ with him.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, Cowboys going to Arizona. Cowboys are favorites -12.5.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys are gonna beat the shit out of
Cowboys.
Cardinals.
Cowboys.
Steelers Raiders.
Raiders,
Favorites
sorry,
on the
G.
road -1.
Sorry,
Oh.
G. Sorry, G. Raiders is going to
That's
do it.
two bad teams playing, so I
Yeah.
can't even.
It's a rock fight. I'll take the Steelers
What's the
defense.
spread?
-1.
-1.
It's a coin flip.
I take the Steelers defense.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with the Steelers.
I think the Steelers.
I think the
will get it
Steelers do good. I don't know about
Oh,
Garoppolo.
hey, I would take the Steelers too. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
'Cause
Garofalo is probably going to have some problems with
Hey,
TJ Watt.
there's always one team in college football in the NFL that always get dogged. And last week it was the Colts, and I was like, the Colts were +100 against the Texans. I'm like, that's easy money. I think the Steelers are also that team because they were dogs last night and they won. I think they're getting dogged again. I think they're gonna win.
This is my dog of the week this week. The Eagles going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's underdogs at home +5.5.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah, it's
take
kinda
it.
big
They're
at
gonna.
home.
The Eagles are like right here, like teetering the line of like, we
Yeah,
might
yeah.
like have a fall off real quick. I think it's this
Man.
week.
Dude,
They're not
I'm telling you, Baker's looking good.
Eagles
But I
money
still think he
line.
might throw a pick six though.
Eagles.
He
money
might.
line.
I might
like-
take a defensive touchdown in that game though.
Yeah.
That could be. I'm just saying.
All right, then last Monday night game, Rams going into Cincinnati. Rams are dogs +2.5.
I don't think that the Bengals should play Joe Burrow,
Nope.
but I think that Joe Burrow is a dog, and I think he's going to tell them that he's going to play, and I think that they get the monkey off their back. I think they get the dub. The Rams look good, though. Matt Stafford's good, but if Burrow plays, the Bengals are going to win the game.
Wrap us up, Cole. We got 30 seconds.
That was it. That was the last picks.
Hey,
All
real
right.
quick, 25 leg parlay for me in betting this week. In case any of you guys wanted to hear some bets, the one freaking team that messed me up out of 25, I went 24 for 25. Kansas State got upset by a 61-yard field goal. I would have turned $10 into $3,000. Thanks.
Damn.
Thanks, Kansas State.
You
One-
hit 24 out of 25?
Yeah, because I
Pretty good.
fucking knew
Why you
it.
ain't cash out?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
that-
They
bro.
wouldn't let me.
Oh,
Because they was just all
damn.
happening
What
at
app
the
was
same
you using?
time. FanDuel.
Hey,
I
make
said
sure you
no.
retweet us on Twitter. Share the Boomcast with all your friends. Tell all your friends we're awesome. Appreciate y'all. We out of here.